Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we
Okay.
can-
They may be comfortable with whatever.
Or they can just, as they come in.
Julio.
Oh, of course,
Okay.
yes.
Yeah.
Great.
Well, thank you for coming, everybody. As you know, this will be the what we call the final presentation for the design of the museum. What we're about to see here is it's been a collaboration of many people, not only from the science department, but from facilities management and from some outside entities, which included the Earth Museum in Ithaca.
Mhm.
The presentation is going to be divided into three parts. The first part, we study the existing conditions, which helped us a lot in not necessarily what to do for the museum, but what not to do, which kind of narrowed down the possibilities and gave us opportunity to actually decide along the way. The second part will be a quick review of the custom designed display cases that will be part of the spaces. And one of the things we tried to do was to make them look like they belong there, like they've been there, not just objects that were shoved in the space. And the third and final part is going to be a little walkthrough of the study 3D model we've been looking at for the past couple of months, with some photo montages that will show before and after of the existing condition and one we propose. Two things to keep in mind with this photo montage is that first, we use a wide angle camera, so some of the things might look distorted. And second, the content that you're going to see on the display cases is not what's actually going to be displayed. I just shows contents related to the science or each department to be able to finalize these presentations. So as you see here, this is the existing conditions of the floor plan. We looked into the difference between the lobby space and the rooms to start kind of looking at the possibilities of where we can display. Also, after that, we studied the somewhat circulation. This is obviously not 100% accurate how people move, because people do not move in a linear manner, but it's an idea to kind of respect some of the spaces that already exist. And then after that, in red, you see here what we consider could be the opportunities for displaying. From here, we kind of assign an area for each department where each one will kind of branch out and start to overlap and interact with other disciplines, not only themselves. Again, this is the existing layout, and now this is the proposed layout. On the left of the screen, you see the list of each display case that was designed. Each one has a code name, and a quantity. You're going to see it highlight as we go, and also pay attention to the area that's going to highlight in the floor plan, which is going to indicate where they're located. For example, the first one, which is the DA, we have 6 of those. On the bio area, we have 4 lining up. On the geology area, we have 1. And for the chemistry area, we have another one. These are sections and drawings that we included in our bid document, which is our now bid. Hopefully we'll get some good returns. We already have several vendors interested in bidding. The BD, which is only 1, because it's in a special condition between 2 columns. This one is very interesting because you can see through as you go around from both sides, from the east to west. This one will be very, will open up opportunity for displaying some of the stuffed animals we have. That's for people to see from not necessarily a 360 view, because we have the 2 columns, but a better angle, we can say. Again, these are the sections and elevations. The DC display case, this one does offer a 360 view around. These are going to be located around the columns. We have 3 of those. Again, sections. The WA display is very particular because we're taking the east side of the wall around the elevator and pushing it out 2 feet and embedding this display case within that wall. Now this display is going to be somewhat related to the mural we have as of right now being designed by Barbara Page, which is one of the designers for some of the murals you see on the Museum of the Earth. So we were very fortunate to have her take part of this project. Details for that. The PA, which is for pedestals, are standalone display cases. There's 4 of these, and they're in a radial manner around the planetarium. These are mainly for the physics department. The PB, which is also a pedestal, more of a square shaped and a rectangular shaped implant. We have 3 of those next to the window by the main entrance. Now the PC, which is a very particular one, is going to be next to the column as you access the stairs going downstairs. This one is going to house a computer and a seismograph that's going to read local seismic activities. But there's going to be 2 screens above this display case. One for the local seismic activities and another one for the global seismic activities.
Cool.
And again, drawings and details for that. And last but not least, we're going to have a kiosk located between these 2 main columns. Now we try to make it as visible as possible. So if you draw a center line between the 2 entrances, it's right in the intersection of that line. Now the idea for this kiosk is to have 4 screens, 1 for each department, not only to display content related to the department, but also to have the students' presentations there where visitors can come and scroll through with a touch screen. Details for that.
Very nice.
Now, besides those display cases, there are 3 more additions to the museum. The first one being a sustainability display we're planning to do by the east entrance of the building, where our awards for sustainability can be displayed. A time capsule we're trying to embed within that wall. We already checked all the drawings and plans, and the wall should not have any obstruction. And finally, a star projector. John just corrected me. I called it the old planetarium. The star projector, we're planning to have it so people can see it from the outside within this.
Yeah, I saw it when I came up. It's
Yeah.
just sitting there, right?
No, it's not there yet.
Oh, it's,
No.
no, I mean, it's in another place. You're just
Oh,
gonna
oh yeah,
move
it's
it.
just sitting on the hallway.
Right.
Our idea is to replace the base with a smaller base,
I see.
because with the base, in the base it is now, it won't fit. But
Right.
eventually, we're planning
Oh,
to.
that'll be very interesting.
Yeah. I'm not sure if you've been by Park Center
Yeah, I saw this. I
lately.
thought it was great.
This is a project we were able to achieve,
Very cool.
and we're very proud of it. We're still working the lighting and reflection, but we have some ideas on how to fix that. But so far, this is something we can use as a reference or precedent for some of the displays.
Yeah, everyone likes it. It's caused a lot of buzz in
Right.
the building.
Wait until we fix the lighting, and they're really gonna love it. And when we install the other 2, because there's
Yeah.
2 more coming, at least in that floor. Downstairs, we're planning to have a few more. Now we're gonna pass to the 3D model study, where you're gonna see the 3D model we've been working with for the past couple of months. And now here you're gonna see how it's gonna go from the 2D model study to an image of the existing condition to a rendering of what we're planning to do on space. You can start see here the display case around the column. The kiosk, this is going to be the mural in the back. You can see here the pedestal for the seismic reader. And along the stairwell, we're planning to do a timeline of the evolution of the planet. Am I correct?
Of the universe.
Of the universe.
From the Big Bang.
We're still working on
Big Bang.
which images we're gonna select, right?
Well, I've selected the physics part, I'm waiting for the other parts.
So who will actually design, like, for example, there's a very nice exhibit right here. I know it's a demonstration. Are we suggesting to the modelers, or, I mean, what will go in there?
That's gonna what's gonna go within each display case.
Right.
Oh, that's gonna be where each director of each department is.
So are
gonna
they
come in.
doing that now?
They're, I believe you're working on.
We're pretty far along.
Right.
Okay, great, great. Now, you won't make that, but you'll present that to the modelers, who will then make that and put it in there for us, correct?
Well, we haven't worked out the details of
Okay.
how things are gonna be mounted inside of them yet.
There are
because-
professionals that do that,
Yeah,
but you have to come up with the concepts.
Yeah. and there'll be a lot of specimens in many of these.
Right, no, for geology that makes sense, but
Mhm.
maybe for chemistry it'd be a little different, and for
Right.
biology it'd be specimens, but it may be other things as
Right.
well. Yeah.
Well, and as you say chemistry, that's why in chemistry, if you see, we're focusing more in graphics than actual
Right.
items to display. As you can see in the
Yeah,
in the
beakers are
chemi-
not particularly
Yeah.
exciting.
As you can see, you have somewhat a mural. Now, these images are being worked on. Hopefully, we'll have the final
Well, this
selection.
is very
for each
exciting.
department. Thanks.
You know, when I got, I mean, this is just a sort of a peculiar thing, but when I got Krista's email about, I thought, who in the hell is gonna pay for all this? And then I didn't realize that Nazarene had set aside money, and I thought, yay, this is great.
Yeah.
I mean, it's gonna be spectacular once it's done, I can see.
Well, worked very hard on the details to be able to get
No, it's great.
the manufacturers or vendors to.
Well, it'll
Achieve
it'll
what we
cause
want.
students to have conversations, it'll be great for donors to come through and
Right.
alums, so, yeah.
What you're looking here is at the geology area. Again, this is actually an image I'm using from the Cayuga Lake in Ithaca.
Yeah, that's the
The
place-
actual painting is
yeah, the
on
place
the,
that-
yeah, the actual painting is being displayed on the Museum of the Earth. Hopefully, we'll.
Would you discuss a little bit the concept of what that will be and why it's?
Oh,
located
definitely.
there?
Yes, that's very important.
Yeah, Chris shared some of that with me, so I know.
Also, you're kind of familiar with the idea that we're capturing the perspective
Right.
of the horizon
I
beyond
think it's
the
a
building.
great idea,
Right.
conceptually.
And I think Barbara is doing a great job with not only capturing the idea, but adding an artistic touch to it,
Right,
which
There
will
are
add to the.
some, I think I shared with some of you already. It's a work in which she's made some very good progress already. She's still working on some of the details, but I do have an image that she sent me.
If
just
it
the
all
other
goes
day.
well, does she hope to install it sometime early summer or late summer?
I believe we're gonna wait till the casework is in.
Oh,
because
okay.
especially that wall right there.
Yeah.
And then you'll put
Should-
in the yard,
That's
okay.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Now-
she would like to be involved, or at least
Oh, no,
there
no, of
when
course,
we're
of
mounting
course.
on the wall, yeah.
She hasn't seen the renderings yet, right?
I sent her the view from the door looking down straight at it, and then the closer one, so there was two that I sent her. She was very happy.
The biology area. One particular thing about this display is that although there are 4 D8 kind, the 2 in the center have no division glass to allow for a larger poster
Display.
or display.
Great.
You can also start to see a little bit of the physics pedestals in the
I
back.
kinda like that, you have human anatomy, you've got the oceans, you know, who knows?
Yeah, let's use those graphics.
Very clever.
From here we are gonna move on to the physics area, and I think those around the columns are gonna look pretty neat. in this view, you can start to see a little more in detail
Mhm.
the kiosk. Again, existing conditions and what we're planning to do.
Great.
One of the ideas also was to somewhat have each screen point to the belonging departments, so there's some sort of relation.
If all goes well, Julio, when do they hope to install the cabinet?
We're asking the vendors to have everything here by mid-July.
Oh, wow, great.
And hopefully it'll take no more than a week to install.
Be great.
And then again, back to the main entrance view, and
Mhm.
I believe that concludes the
Wow, that's great.
presentation. Thanks.
Yeah. Well, thank you for saving some money. Very
You
kind of
need a little more